Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. As always, I am Titans Creed from Project Phoenix Productions, and we are back with even more Sonic 3D Blast Director's Cut. I keep trying to call it Flicky's Island because that's what I remember it as by from the Reddit days. It's obviously 3D Blast Flicky's Island. So yes, we are back. We have got a Diamond Dust to do. It's got a very familiar level for any of those who are more familiar with Adventure and have not played the classic games. So let's just get straight into it because we've got a lot to do today. So yeah, good old fan favourite kind of level. I do kind of dig this one, but this is definitely where it gets harder. There's a lot more pitfalls is probably the wrong word, but there's a lot more bad things, and the boss is kind of a pain in the arse on this one. It's very familiar. It's very reminiscent of Ice Cap boss, where it's gonna like drop snowmen and everything else. But the badniks are absolutely horrible, and you really want to focus a lot of them, and you get a lot of this bad stuff as well. Because it's not like it's literally a. Oh yeah, that's the other added thing. Like these guys, the flickies are now frozen in ice because it's so cold, which I thought was a nice touch. But now we got to get 50 rings because we still need to do the stage. Fun fact: you can actually break these. I can't remember if you need the fire shield or if you can just like spin dash through them, which I might try after we've got the emerald because quite frankly. So that's the way to the. I mean, there's two ways to get to. Let me do this way. I can't remember. There we go. Lots of rings and an extra life. So the other way will take me down to the river, and down there is Knuckles. I think there's Knuckles on this one. Man just wants some rings. Man's gonna have to come back because there is not another 10 rings here. That's fine. We can do this. I'm trying to be extra goddamn careful because that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but sure. I'm trying to be extra goddamn careful because this level will kick my ass. We're going to want to use the pumper to jump over, and then this automatically gets rid of my shields and everything else, but gives us enough rings, but we can't get back. So, at least I don't think we can get back. Oh goodness, I really hate just being super cautious when it comes to this level. Like I would much rather like blitz my way through, but I think there is a way to get back, if I recall. Like, you've got to, there's like a secret panel that I can go through and it will blast through the ice floor. Previously, right, so we'll go this way. Tails is right here. That's fine. We can do Tails instead. The other way was Knuckles then. On the other ice river, you could go up a little bit, jump on. So this is cool. Yeah, so we are having a bit of a fun one today. Like, as I said, we're mostly playing this because I think it's a mod that not a lot of people know about for such an old game. Because obviously you have stuff like when you play Sonic 3. Sonic 3 Air is quite a very popular mod that exists. And if I remember rightly, I believe that in itself can be modded as well. I think it's based on the compilations, but I could be wrong there. I know TRICKIER likes to advise the decomps for any sort of like modding when it comes to the classic games. I don't know why. I've never really understood that kind of idea. But there we go. 4th Emerald. But yeah, so Sonic 3 Air is something that we might go to down the line because in itself, you know, to me. It just plays as just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is fine. just like this, I guess, it's always worth just going and playing a bit of like a very old bastard. It's always good to go back and play a bit of an old fan favourite that you like, which is fine. And Sonic 3 and Knuckles is okay. It's just what, like an hour and a half. I guess when it comes around to it, the best thing it's got is what Director's Cut actually brings to it. It's got like a save state to it. Like, I'll tell you what, if it's been really nice taking a break instead of having to play 3D Blast all in one go. I don't know why I'm collecting rings because I don't need any more emeralds here. No, it's just nice to play 3D Blast and not force yourself to play it in one session. Oh, give me this. I'm literally getting shields so I can just throw them away right now. I'm clearly have not warmed up when it's come down to playing today. But no, like the save state that you obviously get in Director's Cut is huge. Because obviously it didn't exist in the original one. Like, you literally had to play the base variant, and it's all done via passwords as well. But it saves it exact. Like, you keep your points, you keep obviously your emeralds and your progression and everything else. So it's all good. And it's a good thing I'm recording because I think I've already got my emerald. I think this is where the thing is. Yeah. And then that takes you all the way back to the past. Then you can go back and do the other emerald if you want. God, I love little secrets like that I remember. I mean, there's always fun stuff, but some of the stuff you really just fall onto by accident. I will absolutely take an extra life. Yeah, I think the only thing that it doesn't save is your actual life, which we've got to be careful of. Because there is going to be a level coming up where it's an actual ball ache to get the emerald. So we have to be really careful down the line. Because the first time I played Directors, because essentially when they've changed the emeralds to be specific to one per zone for the mod, they had to add in Knuckles and Tails into Gene, Gadget, and the final level. And so when we actually played it for the first time on Race for Good, I didn't know that, and I didn't know their locations. So spent a very long time trying to get it, and it all came down to like the final emerald, because like the last boss in this is a joke. Like, it's the easiest last boss I've ever played in the Sonic game. It's that easy. Like, I'd say even like the final zone boss is more of a challenge than I think that's just a shield, so I'm not really that bothered about that. Yeah. Stupid snowman. There we go. Now I want the shield. But yeah, it's just a very weird predicament, because it's just such a very easy last boss. Like, I guess the thing that makes it hard is like the first time you go into it. I guess you could say the same with, I don't know, Doomsday, Perfect Chaos. Like, Perfect Chaos is essentially a very easy boss if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, it's... I'm glad I literally got the extra life before I actually decided to hit the spikes and lose it. I'm not sure. Getting a little bit... It was moving a little bit too fast for my eyes there. That's how you know you're getting old. Is that when it comes to this, you can't really process the actual speed that Sonic's going on the screen. And yeah, when you need to actually just stop for a minute, blink, and recalibrate. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever in a Sonic game found an easier final boss. Like, and I'm talking like full Emerald's final boss. Doomsday's easy. I guess Time Eater's easy, but that's like just a final story boss. It's not like an extra bonus. There's not really been an extra bonus boss from having all the emeralds in the modern games. Lost World technically is a really easy boss. I mean, Colors is an easy. Lost World's final boss is easier than the penultimate boss, and that's always been the joke about Lost World. But yeah, this guy can be a bit of an actual terror. So he's pretty much will speed up as he loses his. Like that's the whole mechanic of like the Eggman fights, is that as the fights go on, he will speed up. Like as the length of the fight goes on. So you just need to be careful. But as he speeds up, it obviously tends to lead to more dangerousness because he will catch you up, which I thought was really cool. Like it's like a small pinch mode before, you know, pinch modes were a thing. Except I don't know if it can actually be classed as a pinch mode or just scaling difficulty. But it's definitely cool because it does add to the difficulty, because look how fast his sprite is moving now. Well, you just need to park yourself into a position and just, it's very, very simple. But yeah, that was Ice Cap. Nice, short and sweet, especially Act 2 when it comes to that. So Volcano Valley's a bit more difficult. So we will be going back and, well, this will be the end of the episode for a start. And we will join me next time as we go through and complete Volcano Valley. Thank you very much for joining me. I've been Titus Creed from Project Phoenix Productions. And until the next time we see each other, take care, stay safe, play more games.